Hey, what's up, guys? We are going to be talking about some news, some more news things here, some Amazon stuff, some scams, some AI stuff, some Instagram stuff here, and some stuff on X and stuff like that. We're going to get into it right now, but before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to everyone that checked out my VPN video. I appreciate it. Very, very cool to see people seeing that video. And also too, Sam and Colby. Again, Sam and Colby have a crazy collaboration video with half skeptics, half believers for a paranormal collaboration on Sunday. Go check out that video and stuff like that on my channel. And also too, I have a movie review that I'm going to be coming out with, and it's an older movie, but it's a great movie. It's a really good movie, and I can't wait to share it. But anyways, though, first things first is Instagram. Instagram bans live broadcasts for accounts under 1,000 followers. There goes my chance of ever going live on Instagram. I don't use Instagram. I don't use it. So people are saying Instagram doing anything but letting small accounts have their fun. I miss the old Instagram. That's so crazy, man. So you can't even live stream on Instagram unless you have 1,000 followers. That's kind of crazy to me. Cause like you can stream, you can go on X, right? You can do X Spaces. I'm sure you can stream on X too as well, right? Like video. You can go on Twitch. You can go on Kick for free. You can go on YouTube. I think YouTube has a standard too as well. They have a policy thing for that too. But you know, it's just so unfortunate that they're going that route. You know what I mean? I feel like Instagram, like there's so much bad content on Instagram, to be real with you. Like there's just a lot of weird videos, a lot of weird trends and stuff like that. I've talked about it, but you know. But yeah, so here we go. We have another article here. So it's talking about why this is important. Oh, I gotta turn this down. Why this is important. Many people don't realize Gemini can access and reply using their private information. Your messages, location, and activity may now be handled by the AI. That is scary. WhatsApp, Google, WhatsApp, Gmail, YouTube, your location and calendar events, activity inside apps. So these are things that your Gemini can see, notifications and what's on your screen. How to turn it off. You gotta go. So this is how you turn off your Google Gemini stuff here. So open up your settings, tap apps, and then default apps. Choose digital assistant app. Pick none or turn off Gemini. Prefer Google Assistant over Gemini. Just choose Google Assistant in that same menu to switch back. I would prefer to just turn it off, honestly. And then there's like some promotion there, but yeah, so that's kind of how you turn that off. Like that's just like crazy. And there's also a article I saw, I forget where I saw it, but take it with a grain of salt. I'm not sure which state or country or whatever, you know. But apparently doorbell webcams, those things could be used for surveil, like police activity, things like that, you know, of that nature. You like long story short, you're not gonna need a warrant, right? You're not gonna need a warrant to view this footage. So I don't know which state or where it came from, but take it with a grain of salt. Very interesting stuff if true. So yeah, so this is the AI. So let's see what people are saying here really quick. I'm not able to turn it off or choose. Someone said same. It's under your Google account. Search for Gemini app on your phone if you have it. The menu doesn't look like this post. Is this on iPhones? I think this is just for Android and Samsung, I think. No, this is Android users. If you have an iPhone, turn off Apple Intelligence. Also, toggle Siri into the off position. You will have to do it with every app individually if you have an older phone. Someone said, what's Apple Intelligence? Someone said, it's on the new Apple device. It's like data tracking and learns from your activity. Wow, dude, that's crazy. Interesting stuff. So let's keep going here. Also, New York Post. So there's another. So I don't know if this scam is the same kind of scam, but there's a scam going around where people get delivered packages and they're like, wait a second, I never ordered a package. And then they open up the package and apparently there's a QR code in that package. So just letting people know, don't scan that QR code if you have no idea whose package it is. Like, you know, there's a scam like that going on. And I don't know what this scam's about. I haven't clicked it much here. But it says Prime customers are being warned about phishers sending fake Amazon correspondence. And these Prime membership scammers are impersonating Amazon to target users and steal personal information such as Social Security, bank, and Amazon. So I think this is something similar to this, where you get a QR code and you're not supposed to scan it. You're supposed to like report it, call it in or whatever. And they're warning us. I've been getting texts and emails for years. And there's also been a lot of weird email stuff too. A lot of weird email stuff. Sound like there's also like the DMV. I talked about it a long time ago, but the DMV, people are getting like fake, like people are getting, people are literally making the emails so real that they have the logo from the DMV. So it's very worrisome. So be worried about those scams. Scams are, you know, they're scary stuff. You know, they're from our emails to the internet to, you know, your packages. Your packages are getting scammed now. It's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? So definitely there's that. What else are people saying here? How about we remove ads before movies? That's so funny because I talked about that one. And then there's also, yeah, so this is the guy, this dude's talking about it. He's talking about the scam going around, how people are getting packages. Let's see what people are saying though. So what if you're broke and they will add money into your cards? Good heavens. What a birthday present. Wow, dude. Yeah, what is he saying? Police warn, social media, he explained he just caught pretty scam going around amidst particular scammers sending gifts. Yeah, free gifts. You think it's free, right? But then there's like a QR code. I don't know if it's like this is the same thing or whatnot. But so what it does is so long story short, don't scan that QR code because, you know, it will give away all your information. Everything that's on your phone, it's just bad. You know, I talked about the Call of Duty World War II stuff. The same thing happened. Like they dropped the Call of Duty World War II on Game Pass, and the hackers were able to get into people's computers and control everything on their desktop. So what they did is they emergency shut down that thing, and they had to fix it. I don't know if it's on Game Pass now or not, or still whatnot, but yeah. So there's also this this lady here. So this lady, she was apparently a fake nurse. She was arrested after treating 4,486 patients, and she did so good. She did so good that she even got promoted doing her job. That is very interesting, man. Very interesting. 24-year-old Autumn Bardisa was arrested by Folger County Police for practicing as a nurse without a valid license. Bardisa worked at Avent Health Palm Coast Parkway Hospital, and she served over 4,000. Also, by the way, I just remembered, I think I forgot to fix my audio, so I might have audio delay. So I might have to fix that, but that's all right though. Yeah, so some people are saying like, wow, like she did so good. Like she did this illegally. Imagine if she did this all legally, you know, like through the actual like process, right? Because, you know, she obviously has something special to her. She's able to help other people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And someone says, this just shows that having a degree means nothing. If she did that good of a job to get promoted, she needs to get hired back and put through proper school. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Treated 4,000 patients effectively. And I don't think any of them, you know, passed away or whatever. You know what I mean? Unalived or whatever. Get her license and get her rolling, right? Yeah, exactly. But that's kind of crazy though. Like, you know, she has no actual profession in this. She just knows how to do it. I don't know how. You know, I'm not doing a deep dive, but at the same time, it's so interesting that someone who's really never done school or anything like that, what it seems, allegedly, I don't really know the whole story, right? But this is just my opinion, really, more so. And I feel like she might have had family, or I don't know if she's took in some classes. I don't know, but that's kind of crazy. 4,000 people treated because of her. That's a lot of people. And why did it take so long? And also, how did she get a raise? How did she get promoted? Yet she's is she, I don't know. It's all wild to me. And also, there's also one piece of detail too, is I think she also took someone else's identity or something like that too. So there's something to that. But again, that's just some stuff I've seen, talked about. Still kind of crazy overall, kind of crazy how she helped people, and she has no proper education, at least in the legal field, I guess you would say. Okay, so we have another two things here before we go. Okay, so Grok is actually going to be the Apple app includes a toggle to activate kids mode. Okay, so yeah. So someone tweeted saying the Apple app includes a toggle to activate kids mode for added safety. See, kids mode, if you turn it on, it sets a pin to prevent kids mode from being turned off without your permission. This is better than what we've talked about with the whole VPN stuff, all the other stuff. This is not overreach. This is actually giving control to the parents. See, the parents should be the ones taking control of the kids. And a lot of the videos I've talked about how, there's a lot of overreach, but, I don't want to give my opinion, but this is a really good fact right here that this could actually fix a lot of things. Is people should, or kids that are younger, they should have stuff on their phone, or there should be a mode like this, right, et cetera, right? And this would 100% prevent this a lot more, and parents need to step up. Parents that have kids, they need to make sure that their kids are not, toggling and talking to people that they don't know and stuff like that, especially if they're younger, because they can get cyberbullied and picked on, or things can happen, stuff can happen, and then it becomes worse, and then it becomes a thing you can't come back from, and you can't come back from it, right? But at the same time, so Grok is going to get the same exact treatment there. So Grok's going to be getting another thing there. So we have one more thing here before we go. Let's see here. It's waiting. All right, Roblox opens out open source AI system Sentinel to preemptively detect problematic behavior in child predators in chat. That is crazy, because Roblox definitely has a child predator issue. I don't know what's going on there, but I've seen a lot of articles of people talking about it, all that stuff. Sentinel, now open source, enables other companies and platforms to adopt it. So this person says they are G'ing kids to accept non-stop surveillance as normal. That Sentinel system is just corporate babysitting with creepy data collection baked in. It's going to be used for anti-Semitism, isn't it? I mean, long story short, stuff's crazy. Stuff's changing. The internet's changing. They're going after the kids' age. Kids under 16. I do like with the whole privacy protection thing. That's a good idea. Because as much as I like the idea that they're tackling, the cyberbully, all these other things, the younger kids, what they watch, what they interact with, all these things, it's great. But why does a government have to do that? It should be the parents, right? The parents should be getting taught. I mean, they should probably get a class. Honestly, long story. What I'm trying to get to is I think parents should be required to take a couple days of a class, or maybe a couple classes more so in a couple days, and just kind of get taught how to protect their kids on their phone, and how to use the phone, how to use these kind of privacy options, these options that are on these phones, and get kind of educated. Okay, hey, how old's your kid? Blah, blah, da, da, da. Okay, well, here's the setting, da, 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 da. And then you just kind of teach them, right? And it's not you shouldn't have to pay for that either. It should just be free. We should all want to learn it. It should be free. You know what I mean? I don't know. Again, this is just a reaction channel, public opinion. Just, I think that these things should be free. You should not have to pay someone to teach them how to use their phone and how to find these settings. Like there should be classes or maybe like online classes or something, because people are not getting taught. They're not teaching. They're not learning that this is actually bad, and one day it could happen to your kid, one day it can happen to that kid, one day it can happen over there, one day it can happen over there. It's a really serious thing. And I definitely do agree with people. It's definitely overreach when the government starts hopping on that train, you know what I mean? And at the same time, it's like, I like it, but I also don't like it, because there's things there. But at the same time, long story short, a lot of articles, a lot of things I've shared in the past couple days, the Instagram features, the location, the doxing. Soft doxing? What is this? What is this, bro? Talk about the VPN. Some people are getting detected. It's happening. There was a law in the UK that came out in like July 2025. It's July 25th, 2025. Yeah, so it's like the online act or something like that. But overall, man, talked about a lot of stuff. Go check out my videos. I don't want to ramble on forever. And again, thank you to everyone that checked out the VPN stuff. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for giving me your opinion on what I talked about. And I would love other people to give their opinion and what they think is going to happen and what's going to happen in the future. What is going to be the future? That is a great question. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I do have my opinions. And that's why you should go watch my videos. And if you're watching this, make sure you like the video. Thank you for supporting. Subscribe if you're brand new. My name is A1 Solution. We out here busting fuego, chewing bubblegum, kicking butt, saving the day, knowing us half the battle, and staying safe. Make sure you stay safe, and have a great day. This is your boy A1. A1 out. Peace.